the world is evolving and popular music has always been on the edge of what's acceptable in society. Gone are those days when people rely on the lyrics of music, but beats have taken over. This has rendered some musicians outdated and some have had to follow the new trend so as to remain relevant. In what way is this affecting us?
BC the rapper.
Yes, so...
Okay, yeah, the rapper.
What are you people rapping?
No, let's not start with that one. The thing is, our culture is evolving due to our dealings with the Western world. Everybody's trying to copy what we see out there. And the original African music is more of instruments and beats. Then, the trend now is the African man, the African child, the African young man or young woman is lazy to listen to lyrics. So once you give them a good beat, you commercialize your music and they can dance to it with just a few words. So it's laziness on our part that has made this, because music is business. You have to, I was writing songs and doing songs and people were like, you like to speak too much English. We don't have time to listen to us, to all this one. Just give us something, and we can flow with you. Give us that good beat, we can dance to it. So laziness on our part, and the fact that now sex sells. So you have to put your work out there. You have to make sure that you satisfy the people that are paying you because you need to eat. It's business for people.
Okay, go ahead.
Our original African music was not based on beats.
Thank you.
I remember this, it was about the lyrics.
Traditional music.
It was a folklore song. Yeah. And Obe's song was largely about the lyrics. Yes. And it's still classic till today. You see people who know what it means to listen to it. It's just like you said, this generation are on the fast lane. So it's about the bang bang jiggy jiggy for them. But it wasn't, that is not how we evolved. We were a lot of times about the message. Musicians use their songs to address societal issues. And that was how we knew it to be. Maybe in the foreign world, it was about dance and all that. It wasn't necessarily about it for us.
But do we place...
Even the Western world largely still have... Like, let's just use US as an example. They have a strong country music culture. They have a strong R&B culture. They still have hip-hop. The point is, we killed everybody else except Afro-pop. And Nigeria is stressful. I don't want song that will be sending me plenty message. I want to shackle my stress away. Yes. And so the fact that we've seen that those who focus on beats have made more money has made every other person that is singing. Look at Yanya now. Yanya used to do, it was croning and singing his songs, his lungs out. He wasn't making money. The moment he came up with Krukere, his career changed immediately. And so he knew that there was no need for doing this. So that's the thing. Where is the money? The money is in beats.
But okay, yes, I understand the money is in the beat, but sometimes it's like money finds you. Money finds you when you're doing what you've been called to do. So that's the idea, but you'll be surprised. There's a market out there for R&B. There's a market out there for intense song that actually sends a message. I think we also used to what's comfortable. It's the same way that people always felt that, oh, when we wanted to start Your View, I was advised then to bring Your View to PM. Well, no, you have to make it in the evening. That's when people watch TV. They always assume that you have to have in the evening. But it took a long time for us to say, no, it's a breakfast show. You find a market. There's a market for people in the morning. Not everybody goes to work. Some people actually watch TV in their offices. So no matter what song you sing, even if it's lyrical, and there's always a market. It's just that those who are promoting, the brand owners, the money makers are pushing a certain type of music, which is not totally right.
You can actually put your good lyrics on a better beat set. I
wanted to go to that.
You know, there's a category, you can actually put your good lyrics on better beat, but the fun part is, after Dorobuchi, everybody realized that you don't need to make sense, just create a word. So you have, from Dorobuchi, we have, what is Shaku Shaku? Nothing. What is, nothing. As in, everybody just comes up with a word. They create a word. And they realize the word and the dance goes viral. And that viral effect is what they are looking for.
I'm still going back to culture. You know, she mentioned that our culture was largely more about folklore songs and lyrics and all of that. But I stand to disagree with you. From every part of the country, we have our dances, we have our culture, and now these hip-hop guys are inculcating our culture. If you listen to the likes of Fino, who bring masquerade dances, in his recent work, masquerade kind of music into hip-hop, and he raps on the beats. It's more about the beats. My culture, we do gidigba, gidigba, gidigba. It's more, so I can decide to sing an Asaba song right now with that hippie, with that traditional. No, I'm getting somewhere. I'm getting somewhere. With that hippie, and make it danceable for people. Our culture, the lives we're living right now is too stressful, and people are not ready to really put their ears down. We still have people who are doing good music and good lyrics, and they're still getting there. But
we call them alternative
music. But you really want to make money out of this.
All right, let Nima come in here.
Okay, this is mixing it up. I will surprise you that I dance piloli. That's the traditional dance from my area.
Okay.
I love it. I dance. It's a lot of noise and a lot of, I do it. But that's dance. But there are still songs within which, when you want to enjoy them, is to reflect on them. So that's African for you. It's not about dance all the time. Now, we're talking about the commercialization of music now. Probably like Jumoke educated me yesterday that, you know, the people who influence the kind of music that we listen to are the market people, the people on the streets. You know, what they want to listen to will eventually be what will sell most.
Yes.
So you see the people who are sustaining themselves in music, not necessarily singing any sensible thing, but every time bringing out club hits,
what they want. Are lyrics overrated? Because I think we put too much emphasis trying to blame something. Oh, it's because of the lyrics that the children, the youth are doing this. It's because of this artists that the kids are doing this. Is it like we're constantly trying to transfer responsibility to the lyrics? Because I remember that growing up, basically that even the kids' rhymes. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a bit of water. Jack fell down, and Jill came tumbling. After.
It makes sense.
They didn't really make sense, but you see, a lot of violence were preached. We all watch Voltron. A lot of violence were preached, but yet they all turned out good. No, so maybe we put too much emphasis on these issues of lyrics and influence.
We must realize that these things enter our subconscious. Our subconscious assimilates more from things like music because we're numb to the words coming in, but it sinks into your head and you act it out subconsciously.
Yes.
So that is the issue. But aside from that, I mentioned the US. They have different category of musicians that are making money and successful. The challenge in Nigeria is, aside from the hip-hop and Afro-pop, yeah. No other person is making that kind of money.
We don't
those that are making money in music are those within that Afro-pop circle. Juju artists are research to Juju. We don't even have I don't know about Igbo culture, where they used to do high life before. We had all this Osadebe.
Yes.
They were beautiful. Osadebe. They were making money as Osadebe. We had KSA and we had Obe. They were making serious money. It did not affect
Could this be linked to our economical situation?
Yeah, no.
Because
there's a lot of money.
Let me make the connection. Let me make the connection from how it's in my head.
Okay.
When everything is going well, like abroad, the system is working, you can actually be settled enough to be creative, appreciate, oh my goodness, this music. We hear that all we're seeing is stress. So we need something to really alleviate that stress. Maybe that's what, so hopefully if the country gets better, people begin to start appreciating all these hip-hop, nice songs. It's just a
because we had the potpourri of all of them. We had from this northern guy that was playing that guitar, and all of them were making money.
You think so?
Yes, they were. Sonny was making money performing abroad. Reggae was making money. They were performing abroad.
Made money.
Fela made money. Everybody was making money. But now the money is only in
how
one
much
industry.
did they make in the first place? Let us
now they're making
let us
millions,
not
so
even go
endorsements
there.
will only go
At that time, how much did they make?
Right.
Most of them, they have money. When they fall sick, they cannot even take
They were
themselves.
performers.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
So
they were performers.
aside,
It wasn't about album sales.
Yes, that is different. The system here in Nigeria is not conducive for a creative person. Abroad, you can just write a song,
and be making
you
money.
will get paid till you die. Royalties, nobody can just take your intellectual property and use it anyhow.
Right.
But here, people want to survive. You will stand on your own till finally God blesses you and a record label just picks you.
Right.
So people are hustling. What do I need to do in the immediate?
We have to rush out. We can't, let's take just one tweet.
Okay, there's Olali says, today's lyrical content is affecting the society negatively. People are just tired of porous media of nowadays.
Okay, let's take a break. When we come back, our celebrity joins us on the conversation. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So we have Osayame Nusa Donald, popularly called the Genie. He's a Nigerian musician, songwriter, producer, and a TV presenter. His perfect voice has brought him accolades, amongst which are the Best New Artist of Nigerian Music Awards in London and several other awards. Welcome with us, the Genie. What are your general views on lyrics today and in the past?
I think like every other business, each brand has their target audience. Okay, so I would not come here and rubbish any kind of music.
Right.
In fact, when I go to the clubs, there are certain kinds of music I want to hear, you know, and different music, different genres of music, different moods. Okay, so if some people decide to do lyrics, you know, put a lot of lyrics in their song, fine. If some people decide, you know what, I want to keep it empty, you know, so that it's easier, I want to be beat driven, then, you know, it works. You
But don't
understand?
you see the pressure on the side of those who follow lyrics
Yes.
and they don't make the kind of money those guys
You see,
are
that's
making?
I think that's again
Perception?
when you bring money into it,
Right.
then it changes the conversation.
Thank you.
How do you measure the money made? Round the world, pop music is in your face. You were talking about country music, okay? It looks abroad also in America. Let's use America for example. It looks like your Jay-Z's and your make a lot of money because first, you know, they say it a lot in their song. Okay, maybe not Jay-Z because Jay-Z, I see Jay-Z as very lyrical.
Yeah.
So there are other people that do the new trap sound and all that now, and they look like they make a lot of money, the chains and all that. But then there are the country musicians who, if you check their bank account,
Have more.
they probably make a lot more. They own ranches. They have sustainable wealth.
Well,
Right.
yes.
You understand? So that's what again,
But
and that also now back home.
Uh-huh.
Funny enough, that translates also.
Wow.
You see, in pop music, you have to understand pop music is popular music at that time. So they make money. But then again, you have to understand that artists have contracts. Some of these artists are not, some of us are not on our own. We are signed to labels. So the question you should ask is like also filmmaking.
70-30.
Maybe they paid Pierce Brosnan 20 million. The house making the movie is the one making the 200 million,
Right.
300 million.
Like
So you
a
should-
wedding party.
Exactly.
When I saw one of the actors at an event, I'm like, oh my goodness, you did fantastic. You're making money. It's like, it's not me. It's not making money.
So that's the way it is in music. So sometimes when you say making money, you ask
Right.
yourself,
See, I know you will not have anybody, but let's break it down. We have a live example. I'll use two artists that you know.
Okay.
From Yanya and Praise.
yes.
They are both lyrically sound,
Yes.
vocally competent,
Yes.
but they've had to switch. And you have to acknowledge it that when Yanya did it, there was a difference. Kukere broke everybody's.
A traditional
But then again,
song.
But I'll tell you for free that I don't know, I'm not in Yanya's camp, so I can't really speak for him. But I will tell you that there's a whole lot that goes into making a song big. It's not just the song.
Itself.
There's the promotion, and then I don't want to. There's a lot that goes into promotion, and that is another topic for another day.
Right.
Trust me, you
Brother,
guys.
are you telling
I would advise that you delve into that
Right,
topic
right.
because that's the whole. It goes into the whole payola system and all that. So
Right.
there's a whole lot that goes, and it's mostly driven by this, by the songs. You tend to say, okay, they don't have content. Okay, a lot of the TV, radio houses and TV houses tend to push the songs that don't have lyrical content. You understand? But then again, you have to ask yourself, who is paying who? The guys, the record labels or whoever, or the sponsors would rather put money
Where they want to get it back.
where they feel they want to get it back. But if you've been watching the news and listening, you've been hearing record label fights with artists and all.
Yes,
so
recently.
really, that money that you think that is
the artists,
there, is
Help
not
me,
really there.
help me,
So you have to ask.
because you are an artist, I thought.
Yeah.
I felt after Ego, everything just,
I
help
can
me
give you a list
understand.
too. I can give you a list.
But for
Ego,
me,
I know the shame.
I know the shame. I
Lade,
remember very well.
Overkilling.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Overkilling, I even
I'm
switched.
a fan.
So.
Relax. But help me understand how the mind of an artist work when you have a one-hit wonder, sort of. And then after a while, you just, because of the kind of music that we want to
coming,
listen to.
yeah.
how do you find your feet? How do you come back? How do you remain? How do you, sustain yourself in this industry?
I think first and foremost, the question is, why did you get into it in the first place? You know, I got into it, can't speak for anybody, but I got into it to run away from poverty, one. And this is the only job I know how to do so well.
Okay. You're a good presenter.
Yeah, I presented, you know, that's all entertainment. It's all entertainment,
Yeah.
but music, I do it like this. Presenting is good, but my love, my passion. First love is music.
Right.
Okay? And then, like in agriculture, there's something called following. You need to, sometimes when you give creatively, you need to take a step back. And everybody does it, even abroad.
But these guys don't do it. They just
no,
go
you know
for
what?
one
You know
hit
what? Because
There'll be a follow time.
No, you know what? They do it. It's just that some people drop every other month, but it doesn't mean the music is big every month. Maybe the first month is January. The release is good. February they release something not so great.
Just
maybe
okay.
the financial part to push it in February is not there. March they push it. So you have to keep going and coming back.
Band had this phase now. It was back to back. After a while,
you
just
can't keep doing that. So and just like every other brand, even TVC restructured at a time.
Yeah.
Every brand has to restructure
I
at a time.
wanted to go into, because, you know, we are parents and most of us are parents here and we're raising kids.
Yes.
Now we know that our kids, whether you want to close their eyes or not, they see celebrities as stars.
Yes.
They see celebrities as people they want to emulate.
Yes.
Now, how can we ensure, because the trend right now, there are certain stations I can't even allow in my house because of the kind of music we see, naked women and all of that. How do we ensure that our lyrics are good for the upcoming generation? How do we ensure, in as much as we want to make money, we want to have that beat and all of that, how can artists begin to see not just the making money aspect, but their impact in society? We have the likes of Fela, who left a legacy. His songs are classic.
I'll tell you what my dad did for me. Okay. First, people say, okay, if you say I speak well, basically my dad. Anytime he got home from work, there were newspapers. He would bring the newspapers, and then we have to read, and we must read. And it's not just the cartoon. You understand? We must read. So by the time I was 10, I knew presidents of most countries at that time. You understand? Because I had to read. So, and then my father always made sure morning and night he played certain kinds of music. Okay. So when he's not in his tie dressing up to go to work, there's the kind of music. There's the music, and that's how I grew up. So it's like and children's brains are like sponges. So
absorbs.
Thank you very much for that.
So what happened was everything, he surrounded me with the kind of music he wanted me to.
What was your personal experience in the sense that you wrote I Know the Shame?
Yes.
Around a story, because I saw the video. And I felt you were addressing societal issues. What was your personal experience in the sense that how do they influence the lyrics that you turn out today?
I mean, I'm a songwriter. I'm a storyteller. You know, much respect to those who don't put lyrics in their video. Like I said, in their songs, I love it. I love it in the clubs. I want to hear it. I want to say one thing 30 times. You know, I love it, you know. But I have chosen to do a story.
Right. Okay.
And for me, that's what's more important.
That's fine. But I wanted to go back to the point you made earlier because it hit a light bulb, and I think we must get that. Regardless of what is thrown at kids will be thrown, different things will be thrown at them. But it's about the foundation you lay for your child. Yeah. That way you're talking about your father.
My father always...
if we keep saying, oh, the lyrics, there were the sexy videos. You can't totally police everything.
Thank you.
So whether you like it or not, it goes back to parenting. You have to be able to equip your child to have enough defense, not to succumb to what kids.
I wanted to ask you about you wrote a write-up when you were releasing your album. I think it was
last year. Last year. Shout out to my lover. The song I did a year ago.
And you were talking about how some people have stood by you. You know, we're reaching out to you and asking, we want you to.
That's what I was about to drop. I was about to say when we're talking about the lyrics now.
Right.
You see, those people. Okay, there's Find You Now, the new song I just released. There's Shout Out to My Lover, the one you talked about. Before then. 2 years before then, I released Wonder and All Right. Okay, I hadn't shot a video in like 3 years until now, and people, I traveled, you know, I traveled out of the country, I traveled within the country, and I was meeting people. One of the people that pushed me to keep doing what I was doing, there's a guy called Bode.
Okay.
Bode said when I did Ego, that he was on a wheelchair. And that whenever the song, you see this dead silence? That's what I got in this radio station when he was done. 5 minutes, 5 seconds, dead, airtime dead. And this guy said he will crawl, when Ego appeared, he will crawl from his room to the sitting room, because that's where to watch it, and crawl back.
Wow.
And that, please, I should keep doing what I'm doing. Do you see, people like that, you can't monetize that kind of. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
But
for
you
me,
need money.
no,
how
I've been doing gigs. I've been doing gigs, private gigs. You see, that's why I said every brand has their, do you understand, their market. So it's for you that you have lyrics to find your own market. They would reach out for you. The way people would employ someone like you that does. Let's use, for example, TVC is a different kind of station. You can't compare TVC to some others.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You absolutely can.
You
So
can.
it's
like saying TVC.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
If I die now, I go happy, say when I did this world, I don't fall in love. Which one you did? Where you dare treat me so? I don't beg, I don't do everything, but you tell me, say you need time and you never there with me. Now so I bow anywhere they go. If you help me see I go, make you tell them I don't go. She don't look me and so don't back my lord to go. If you help me see I go, make you tell them I don't go. She don't look me and so don't back my lord to go. No be say I don't show how I feel. No be say I never show you say I did real. Everybody don't know say I feel do anything for you. I go die for you. Everybody they laugh because they know you.
Be my wife.
I say see voice.
Wait, all this love, auntie, uncle.
See my neck.
All this your love.
I'm not married.
Oh God, all
see
this
my
love
neck.
song. Isn't there any woman out there for you?
We are setting up a committee to look into it.
No, I really want
to chair the committee.
No, please do. The committee is looking into it.
Can you tell us who you'd like, the kind of woman you're looking for?
Spec.
See,
Please.
Look up so they can see your face.
To be
Camera three,
honest,
that's
to
your
be
camera.
honest,
Yes.
to be honest, I don't have specifications, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Once you put specifications, it becomes conditional. The love becomes conditional. It's who I connect with. I just need to connect. So it's not about wide,
Okay,
black.
age range.
Of course, not under 18, not under 20. You know,
Okay.
I mean,
But 18 is young for you, is not?
I mean, hey, love is love.
You, my brother.
Love is unconditional.
Yellow
It should
dark.
be unconditional.
I'm just finding
I mean
shots.
different, but please, the realer the skin color, the better.
Melanin pumping.
So if you
No,
are,
the realer, no.
Melanin
The
pumping.
real,
okay.
Not because for me, once you, I mean, I'm not against people. Before people selling cream, will now say
You want to
are
spoil
spoiling
their
their
market.
business. I just feel that once you start altering, it's a personal problem before you start altering.
Yes,
I
there's
want
a
to
psychological
quickly
process.
go to, you've been silent for a while.
No.
Show.
Not as loud as the genie. You know, it's just those that are hardcore fans that know what's happening. You haven't been so loud. What has caused that promotion?
It's been, I've been releasing music,
Okay.
but not with the as regular as, you know, the people that, you know, what we are used to.
Okay.
I did a bit of traveling. I was performing.
Okay.
And at some point, I needed to dig deep, you know, make my music. I felt my music was lacking at the time, you know, that I needed to really, really put a lot of effort in. And sometimes it takes a bit of time to create this music.
So I heard somewhere that you felt that you needed to leave presenting and focus on music.
Yes, it was hard. I was in a music and lifestyle channel. That music and lifestyle channel made me. That was before Ego, okay. And then 2 years after releasing Ego, you know, it was hard juggling.
Do you regret that decision?
No, I don't. I know I don't, because when I left the music and lifestyle channel, the 2 shows I did, freelance shows I did after that, I don't want to mention because they are brand names now, were big paychecks. Put all the money I earned in the music and lifestyle channel, it wasn't up to It wasn't up to half.
So do you still do that now?
Yes, well, I do occasional MCing, but I think my price has increased now. So, so it's not.
Yes, tell us what to expect from you now.
Oh, more music. In another two months, I should be releasing another single. So Find You is doing so well. I'm enjoying the.
You go sing and first now.
Yeah, you said?
You go sing and first.
The reviews, yes. I'm enjoying the reviews. People love the video. I put a 5-minute movie in a 5-minute song, you know, a 5-minute video. So I'm enjoying it. People are, you know, I mean, for me, I like not the attention now, but the words people, you know it's real. The feedback, but they are real. They are real. They're not.
Yeah.
Very fleeting.
Let's take some tweets from our fans. Anybody talking to the Genie?
Okay, Andrew in Street Town says, ask Genie. Sorry, you just refreshed. I can buy Genie's music and not copy and paste. It's not copy and paste. That's Andrew in Street Town.
Literally.
And yes, I'm saying I should ask you, how many artists do you think have copied and pasted your lyrics into their song? How many of these modern artists?
I've not been following.
Yeah, it's not paying attention.
I don't
Copy and paste again.
I mean,
the lazy ones, so they'll copy.
I don't know. I mean, but if they do, I mean, it's good. I mean, you know, whatever rocks.
Ekpayong Ita says, laziness, lack of creativity, and the chase of fast money are responsible for the lack of good lyrics in Nigerian pop music. Even when you get a song with a few lyrics, you end up hearing about big cassava. So what message does?
But you can't blame. But you know what? They are feeding a market. There's a market for that kind of music. So you can't blame the guy making cassava
plantain and
bananas. You understand? Some people decide to sell plantain. Some people decide to sell onions. You know, you can't blame. You know,
your choice.
Yeah,
but I think for those of us that appreciate good music, must also support them because
you know what? What you just said now, that's what I preach every time. It's like when we tell people, go get your PVC. If you don't like this, move towards this. Don't join the bandwagon. Don't knock anybody's own. You like Genie's music? Buy Genie's music. You are a TV station. You love Genie's music. You are the owner of the TV station. You love Genie's music, but you will not promote it. Don't knock the other guy's own. No, go for what you like.
That's what we need to. We need to take responsibility for the kind of music, responsible music that we think is out there. Let's take responsibility for that.
As a people, even in Nigeria, as a people, I think a lot of us don't. That's why maybe we are sad sometimes. We don't.
You don't support. Put our money where our mouth is.
We don't see what we love because we don't reach for what we love. We reach for what other people love. So we hide behind what they love, and then we keep. Rather than saying, you know what, I like this mug.
I stand for this.
Is this mug I want to buy? I don't care what
every other person is using.
Is this mug?
Follow mindset.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. I think we can end with that. We need to bring you back to Genie to talk about other issues because we know you're very passionate about music and there are lots of issues concerning music. We have an artist here who's also having challenges, you know, in the music industry. So
I'm blowing the air.
Yes, yeah.
I don't blow.
If you're moving in the cinema, you definitely
don't blow.
So, so definitely want to bring you back to discuss more on the issues.
Thank you very much. Thanks for
having me. Thank you all for joining us for the entire week. Hope you have a fabulous weekend. We'll see you Monday.
Let's dance.
Bye-bye.
Oh, the Genie's music.
Your eyes say it all. Your smile has made me fall. In your arms, I get all the joy I need. My heart beats with yours. It's alright, I'll fight your war. I don't mind, I'll take every pain, I'll bleed.
find you, if you fall,